Beyond the Badge is brought to you by the Edina Crime Prevention Fund.
We ended up getting called to a cardiac arrest over on Vernon Avenue at an apartment complex here.
Dispatch aired that there was a medical call for service. I was the first officer on scene and I observed a male laying on the pavement. He was on top of a shovel and he was unconscious.
I'm kind of a part-time caretaker in charge of shoveling snow and salting and a few other things. February 20th, about 7:30 at night.
I didn't feel a pulse, so at that time my training kicked in and that's when we're trained to start CPR.
Well, nobody knows how long I'd been laying there.
The heart isn't beating, so we need to get that heart beating. So what CPR does is we pump their heart for them.
Every officer here in the police department, we are trained in CPR.
We add in that automated external defibrillator to the equation while we're doing CPR. That does its analysis as well too, and it shocks the heart back into a normal rhythm.
It's important that every squad car has an AED because most of the time law enforcement, we're here first on scene. So this is what an AED looks like. We take it out, we keep it here in our trunk.
From the 911 call to the police getting to me was 1 minute and 38 seconds.
He never gained consciousness while we were still there, but he ended up getting transported by the Edina paramedics down to the hospital.
Like they didn't think I was going to live. It's like a journal that my sister did. On Wednesday morning, we got so many prayers surrounding you. The nurse said, me recovering is remarkable and rare, and it's my second time. The nurse also said when she arrived on Wednesday morning that you were the worst patient in the ICU, and by mid-morning you were considered the best.
It's not too often where you can actually say that you've made that change where you've physically saved somebody's life.
I'm Marty Burley, lifelong Edina resident. Bottom line, those guys saved my life.
We ended up getting notified a couple months later that he survived and he was back up to par and back to normal and wanted to meet us all, which was awesome.
Police do a great job. Fire department are my new friends. As bad and traumatic as having a heart attack is, the most painful thing were my broken ribs, courtesy of Edina's finest. But the alternative is, having dirt over me. Hopefully this video will open eyes to not the people with the city, but within the city to find CPR training, find out if their work or school or wherever, find where their AEDs are so they're prepared, because that one day when you need to help someone or somebody needs to help you, hopefully everybody knows where it is and they can just jump right into action and get it taken care of.
The most important thing to do is call 911. That way they can start police and fire and paramedics.
So even if you don't know CPR at all, most of us know the movement of CPR, so at least if you can put some pressure on the chest and do some compressions on it, that's going to help more than not doing anything.
You gotta kind of think about, hey, what if this is my family member? Or what if this is one of my friends?
It works. You hear that? You still work, right?